Elara, a young woman with hair like moonlight and eyes like twilight, was a weaver of amazing tapestries. Her creations were like stories you could touch, with colors that shimmered and danced. People from all around wanted a piece of her magic, a sign of her incredible skill. But Elara, with a kind heart as big as her talent, found it hard to say no to anyone. Every request felt like a desperate plea, and saying no became a secret worry for her. Soon, her small house overflowed with unfinished tapestries, each a promise in vibrant threads. Orders piled up in a book, each one another weight on her already tired shoulders. One day, a loud voice broke the quiet in her workspace. Bartok, a rude merchant with a booming voice, barged in. "Elara," he boomed, his words echoing off the walls, "I need a tapestry that shows a fire-breathing dragon. It's for a very important buyer, you see, and I need it fast." Elara, though scared by his loud voice, found herself nodding weakly, a familiar feeling of obligation twisting in her stomach. "Of course, Bartok. I'll get started right away." Days turned into weeks. Elara worked very hard under the flickering candlelight. Her fingers flew as they moved the threads. She was exhausted, her back ached from sitting all the time, and sleep became a distant memory, replaced by the constant clicking of the loom. She poured her tiredness and worries into the tapestry, weaving not the fury of dragons, but the storm brewing inside her own heart. One particularly bad evening, Elara slumped over her work, tears blurring the vision of the half-finished tapestry. A gentle voice startled her. It was Finn, the kind baker from the village square, holding a basket overflowing with fresh bread and warm pastries. "Elara," he said softly, his eyes filled with concern, "you look like you're about to wilt. Maybe you need a break." Elara, her voice thick with emotion, poured out her problems. "I can't, Finn," she cried, "what will people think if I say no? They brought me their hopes and dreams, and who am I to turn them down?" Finn, a man of few words but deep understanding, didn't scold her or judge. He simply sat beside her and picked up a single, bright thread, the color of a raging storm. "This thread, Elara," he said, his voice calm and comforting, "is strong and beautiful on its own. But woven with a dozen others, it loses its specialness, its voice lost in the noise." Elara's tears welled up again as she looked at the tapestry before her, a messy jumble of colors and emotions, without the magic that usually flowed from her fingertips. Shame washed over her. She realized how desperately trying to please everyone had watered down the very essence of her art. The next morning, Elara gathered the villagers in the town square. Her voice trembled slightly as she spoke, but her eyes held a newfound determination. "My friends," she began, "I'm an artist, a weaver of stories. But I can't weave your stories if I'm drowning in requests. From now on, I will only take on projects that truly inspire me, that make me feel excited." A quiet fell over the crowd. Bartok, his face turning red with anger, grumbled and stormed off. But others, touched by her honesty and openness, stepped forward. A young couple requested a tapestry to celebrate their upcoming wedding, their eyes sparkling with joy. A farmer spoke of his longing for a peaceful scene depicting rolling green hills, his voice filled with quiet desire. Elara began working again, but this time with a renewed passion. Each creation was a masterpiece, a testament to her newfound freedom to say no and embrace projects that resonated with her heart. She learned that true strength wasn't found in giving up everything for others, but in setting healthy boundaries and honoring her own creativity. And as she wove with renewed energy, Elara's tapestries became even more sought after, each piece a reminder that sometimes, The most beautiful creations come from the courage to say no.